Hey everyone, it's Kai from Kool Collectibles back again for another figure review, and this time, as you can see, it's the awesome Hot Toys MMS263 Han Solo and Chewbacca set. And I've waited a long time for this. I originally did have it on pre-order at Sideshow, so you can click the link in the description to head on over and try and pick this up for yourself. But because of the Australian exchange at the moment, which is really bad, I actually cancelled my pre-order with Sideshow, and I got this from the local official distributor at Pop Culture Superstore here in Australia. So luckily I was able to get it for a good price using some pennies, which is their version of the reward points. And this set, as soon as you take it out of the box, it's friggin' incredible. It's absolutely proves that Hot Toys is at the top of the 1/6 scale market, and they're going to be hard to beat from any of the other competing companies. This figure set, from just the two figures alone, is pretty awesome. But as you can see, it comes with a crap load of accessories as well. So it is definitely up there with some of their best figure packages to date. So because there are two figures, I'll probably break this up into two parts for the review. So I'll start with Han and finish up in the next video with Chewbacca. So I'll just quickly go through the packaging, and I'll just get these guys out of the way. Hold on. Alright, the outer box, as you can see on the left here, is pretty much in the standard black and grey Star Wars Lucasfilm style. So nothing too fancy there, and it does look like they've used the prototype sculpt for Han and not the final production version, similar to the cardboard insert that you find as you open the shoebox. The sort of artwork and so on is pretty nice, so you get a feel for the two figures there, and a nice large photo there. So pretty nicely done by Hot Toys on the packaging, but accessories wise is where I think it really does come to the fore in this figure set. Alright, to start off with, it comes with the standard Star Wars base that Hot Toys have come with the grill. This time the sort of grey weathered style, and the faceplate with Han there. You can just sort of remove this plastic here to reveal that a bit better. So that's pretty much the standard. It comes with the 2-pack. Comes with a couple of accessories, bonus accessories. So if you got the single figures separately, you won't get this Stormtrooper belt and pouch, which I think is pretty much straight from the Stormtrooper figure. So nice sort of fake leather pouch and holster there, and the Stormtrooper belt. And you also get the Stormtrooper blaster, which again I think is pretty much straight from the Stormtrooper figure. So it has all the movable parts and so on, straight from that, so nothing different there. And again, the weathering and the paint application is very nice. Also comes with his blaster here, so his iconic smuggler blaster, which I think is slightly larger than the Hoth Han pistol, which I might just grab now. Hold on a second. Alright, so here is the Sideshow blaster that came with the Hoth Han figure, and it does seem to be a different design to the blaster that Hot Toys have here for their smuggler Han. So the sight is different, as you can see, and the size is quite a bit different. And I have to say, as always, the paint application on the Hot Toys accessory is much better. So it's got the nice sort of gloss black with a bit of weathering involved as well, and some nice sort of bronze touches to it. The tip of the blaster has the nice sort of weathered metallic look to it. So overall I would say the detail on this is better than the Sideshow version. I'm not sure why they're different designs, to be honest. I can't remember if he swapped pistols in the movie or not. To be honest, I'll probably have to go back and check, but overall, the blaster here is very nice. Alright, he also comes with an alternate headpiece, or hairpiece, and that fits on with that magnet that you see there, and it's got this groove so that you can essentially fit his communications headset over that. I'm not sure if I'd use that at all. But I'm just going to try and see if I can fit that on there. I don't want to flex that too much. But you get the idea. You sort of fit it in that groove. And I guess it would be a pretty good display option if you end up getting the cockpit that they teased at one of the conventions. I'm not sure if they're ever going to release that, but it would be a nice, pretty decent display option. Also comes with this cylindrical thing, which honestly I can't remember what what this is. If it's supposed to fit on, no, it doesn't look like it fits on the Stormtrooper belt. So I'm not sure if this is some sort of comlink or something, or one of those bombs or something. So I'll probably have to go back and check the list of accessories to see what this actually is. It comes with a couple of relaxed hands by default, but then you have the pistol holding hand sculpt here. They are fairly nicely painted, not too much detail, but not too bad overall. Comes with another sort of semi-relaxed hand, and then the other slew of accessories are pretty much the gloved hands that he can hold as well. So all sorts of variations, and the detailing is again very nice. Love the sort of leather look and the detailing on the inside and the sort of markings on the fingers there. So plenty of options for you to choose which one you want to use. But I'll just grab the figure now and give you guys a closer look at that. Alright, so here is the figure, and overall I'm definitely happy that they tweaked the head sculpt. The prototype did look a little bit stylized and almost had a John Travolta vibe to it, but this variant does look pretty damn good from most angles. Harrison Ford's probably got one of the most difficult head sculpts to sort of replicate in any scale, but overall I think Hot Toys have done a pretty damn good job. And as always, their sort of realistic paint application on the head sculpt, as you can see some of the detailing there, it's just outstanding. And I'll just grab the Hoth Han alternate head sculpt just for comparison's sake. So if you just have a look at that, and here is the Hoth Han sculpt, and pretty much straight away you should be blatantly obvious where Sideshow is lacking in their paint app. It's probably not coming out on the viewfinder too well, but the paint application is quite a shade darker and just doesn't have that nice realistic freckling and detailing that the Hot Toys version has. So you can sort of see the detailing there, and on here the facial skin tone is very flat, so no sort of realistic detailing there. And the eyes again, Sideshow for some reason have some weird process of production where their eyes just seem just that little bit too large, and so it gives it a more of a, I wouldn't say a zombie stare, but a sort of a blank sort of gaze, whereas the eyes of the Hot Toys are much more realistic and in scale with the face itself, and they just have that nice glassiness. The glassiness here of the Sideshow eyes are pretty good too, but the pupils do look a little bit too big. Overall in scale, the head sculpts are pretty much aligned. I would say maybe the Sideshow version is slightly larger, but yeah, it's mainly in the paint application itself that is lacking in the Sideshow version. But for Hot Toys, with the detailing in the hair, just all the strands and so on, it just looks very, very nicely done. The outfit, I guess you don't get much more iconic than Han in his smuggler outfit, and I think it's probably best in its sort of simplicity, and they've done a fantastic job of replicating it. So all the way around you get all the details that you would expect, with these pouches back here, sort of nice black felt texture to the vest, and this sort of thin linen type sort of material for the undershirt. And I like that there's no sort of buttons there or anything, and just catch a glimpse of his chest there. It's a very sort of realistic and accurate to the movie. The pants are also quite nicely done. I do like the sort of red patterning here, which is pretty iconic with this variant of the figure. And the belts and so on are also pretty nicely done. Would have been nice if they had a bit more sort of weathering on the belts here. They do look probably a little bit too clean, but overall not too bad. And I do like they've got the separate sort of belt and the buckle there that you can see, and then this separate piece down here with the holster and these little pouches and so on with whatever these gadgets are. So he's got like a little green vial of something and a couple of, I don't know if they're magazines or something, or some sort of weapon or something, but overall they do look pretty damn good. I'll just try and get his arm out of the way. Not sure what this is. It looks like a piece of foam, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to take that piece of foam out and insert this thing, which I think I remember doing on one of the Hoth figures. So that's probably what this thing is, and you pop that little foam piece out. So I might try that a bit later. Now I guess the only aspect of the figure that I would say is pretty disappointing are the boots. So if you have a look at the boots from front on, you can probably catch a glimpse of the issue already, where they all start to sort of fold and bunch up around the ankles there. Other than that, the boots are pretty good, but then you turn to the side and you can see that that just does not look realistic at all. So apparently what has happened here is that there are some extended leg or ankle pegs in here, and so because they're only pegs, there's nothing to sort of pad out the back of the boots there. So a lot of collectors have taken the boots off and wrapped a bit of either cardboard or foam or even bubble wrap and just jammed it in there to pad out that space. So I'll probably have to try and do that myself, because just having it like that looks pretty ridiculous if you ask me. But other than that, I would say the figure and the outfit is pretty damn spot on to the way he looks in Star Wars. Articulation wise, it doesn't look like the lower neck here has any articulation, but you get the usual rotation and tilting action with these Hot Toys bodies and head sculpts, so nothing too bad there. With the arms, the joints on my figure seem really tight, but he can move about up to there, I think. I don't want to force it too much further, but the body and the shoulders feel a bit different to some of the other Hot Toys figures that I've got recently. For example, the Marty McFly, and what was the other recent figure I got? The Alex Murphy figure as well, where the shoulders seemed a lot more flexible, but here they do seem a bit restricted in movement, particularly going out for some reason, so I'm not sure why that is. And you can sort of rotate them forward and backwards on what is almost like a ratchet, but not quite. So it is very tight, so be careful there. There doesn't look to be any sort of bicep swivel at all, and the elbows I think are only 90 degrees, I think, and single jointed. So I don't see any double joint there, and that's pretty much as far as I can go on mine. So a bit disappointing on the articulation there. So I'm not sure if I just need to loosen up these joints a little bit and get the action movement going. But that's as far as I've been able to move them. The legs do move out to the sides quite well, and the pants are flexible enough to move with that. And the forward and back action isn't too bad either. I guess after you take off the boots to adjust, as you put them back on, you probably just need to somehow stick or shove the pants back down so they don't bunch up around the knees and so on. The knees themselves, bend fairly well. I think they're double jointed knees, and the ankles themselves also rotate a little bit and tilt up and down. So there is a bit of play in the ankle area. So it's pretty much a matter of futzing it and making him look as natural as you can. I'm never particularly any good at it, but I'll definitely be following some of the inspiration on the pose photos from guys like Jason Barth and a few others on 1/6 Republic. So I'll hopefully be able to post up a few pictures soon, but that is pretty much it for Han. I'll probably get on to Chewie right after this in the next video, so hopefully you can click that subscribe button and stay tuned for that. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers, bye.